All right. So, just like my first question to you is, what made you want to like build like a quiz funnel?
Oh, I think I'd probably heard about this strategy on Amy Porterfield's podcast, and kind of went through one of her quiz funnels. And then I just decided to try it.
Mhm.
So just heard about it on a podcast.
So it was just an experiment for you. You're like, all right, let me try
Uh-huh.
this funnel. All right,
Yeah, it was
cool.
a list building experiment.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she does a lot of that. Okay.
Mhm.
So your initial quiz that you did, it was a insulin resistance quiz, right?
The initial one was the weight loss plateau quiz, and that one did better than the insulin resistance one.
Mhm,
So I'm not like done with them, but I kind of turn ads off and on depending on my budget each month for
mhm,
Google ads. I haven't done any for Facebook, or I think I maybe did like a little bit. I don't really like Facebook and Instagram ads. I'm not very good at them. So,
mhm.
um,
Okay, so for your weight loss plateau quiz, you're driving traffic from Google
I
or
was, yeah. So I did that one because there was really high search volume for weight loss plateau
Mhm,
and really low ad competition. And so I did that. And then I did kind of a bunch of little test Google ads to like different subpopulations based
mhm,
on interests. So like Weight Watchers or Ben Bickman or Jason Fung or Cynthia Thurlow.
mhm,
Um, and then the ad, like when people would search those people, would pop up, but then it would also pop up under weight loss plateau. So I think I just really picked a good keyword to target on a Google ad that had low competition and high search volume.
mhm,
Um, and then the ad itself, the funnel was not very good. Like I'm reworking my whole brand and like everything right now because I'm not a salesperson. It's a learning curve for sure to start a
mhm,
business with no business background. And so the back end was just like at the time, they were two separate funnels to get into the program. So one was like a mental plateau, which drove you to a training on how to like get over limiting thoughts and like the mental side of weight loss. And then the other was the physical strategy side of weight loss, like your strategy is probably off. And then
mhm,
the goal was to have, you know, different messaging for people depending on their weight loss plateau in like a launch type situation. Um, and then moving forward, we'll still do that, but like I don't even have a sales webinar, it's like so
uh-huh,
like those were like live webinars. And now what they're going to the physical plateau is just going to the course. And then the mental one, I took part of my course out, the master your mindset. And now it goes to like a master your mindset landing page to like purchase a low cost program.
the
But I don't think
mastermind.
anyone's, no, it's like a 6-part mini course,
Uh-huh. Okay.
the mental plateau. So they still kind of go to different places.
Mhm,
But I don't think I'm optimizing them by any means.
okay. So with the weight loss, when you were developing that quiz, you thought it was a really good like lead magnet to bring in people into like what you were teaching. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're currently driving people from the weight loss quiz to like your sales page with the results, like your mini, like it's like a results page that then pitches an offer. I think it's your,
Mm-hmm.
what is it, your master,
Like the master your mindset training for
yeah,
the
master
mental.
your
And
mindset,
most
yeah.
people have the mental one, not the physical one.
Mhm.
And then the physical one is just, I think, drives them to the program, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's like here's your results page. If you want to fix it, join the program kind of thing. Cause I don't have like a sales webinar in place
Yeah.
that I liked because our offer changed, all this stuff, so
Okay.
yeah. So I kind of have to redo all of that. And I like the quiz. I think the quiz performed super well. I was getting like 58-cent leads from Google.
58 cents a lead from
Yeah.
Google.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what was like so 58 cents and okay. So with the current offer for Master Your Mindset, that's $97. Um, have you had any like purchases from the quiz, or are you tracking that?
Yeah, I'm tracking. I haven't had any. I think summer's a little bit low in general, but I haven't marketed it at all. I've done like a couple email blasts about it to my list.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I haven't sold any of the Master Your Mindset trainings specifically.
Mhm. Do you have any sales follow-up for anyone that takes the quiz that you're re-engaging them with, like any email sequences or campaigns?
Um, for some of my lead magnets, I will have that. Like I'll have, hey, if you thought this was helpful, definitely download the masterclass. Let me check because sometimes I do. Sometimes it just depends on the lead magnet. I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if I did or didn't, honestly.
All right. We're all guilty of that.
Let's see. Plateau, weight loss plateau quiz. So I don't have any follow-up email sequences.
Mhm.
And I think part of that, at least with, I use Kajabi. And so I wasn't able to, after the quiz itself, I wasn't really able to drop people into separate email funnels.
Mhm.
And so I felt that was kind of a barrier. And so it's kind of like if you had a physical weight loss plateau, click here to download a free masterclass. And that
Mhm.
was kind of like, hey, here's kind of the next step. But I don't have like a follow-up email sequence on like download the masterclass, yada yada. And
Yeah.
then if you had a mental weight loss plateau, it says click here.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's a call to action for each, but no follow-up email sequence for each.
So you haven't set that up yet.
Nope, just because we're kind of reworking, we're doing a second iteration of the program
Mhm.
and an official sales webinar finally, because I haven't had one and I need one.
Okay. Well, so far you've been able to, like you've been able to, for your weight loss quiz, you've been able to generate over, I think 1,300 was 13,000 responses
I think,
from your quiz. When did you launch that quiz?
I don't know, maybe like a year ago. I'm not
A year.
sure. I have no idea. And I had the ads on big time, I would say last May. So it seems like about a year
Uh-huh.
before my last launch, because I kind of did it as like a list builder before my launch.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Okay.
that I'm thinking through it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So moving forward with this email list that you have, like you're revamping your like offer, and then you plan on promoting to that list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and re-engaging them.
Well, I do like a weekly podcast or YouTube. So I've been like, I mean, when you say follow up, it's like, well, I email them every week, but I didn't have a specific funnel
For them.
I did not have a specific sales funnel. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share?
Mm, I wish there was a way that I could have the targeted email funnels, to each person because I think, and maybe it is, and it's just a Kajabi limitation. Like if they have a mental weight loss plateau, I'd like to be able to send them without them signing up for another lead magnet, a separate funnel. And then if they had a physical plateau, I'd like to be able to send them a separate funnel. I'm guessing that already exists and I just don't know how to use it.
All right. Yeah. Let me stop recording and
Okay.
maybe I'll, because I'm not too familiar with Kajabi.